These apes and monkeys were on the loose. In 2016, ChaCha made headlines when he escaped a zoo in Japan and wreaked havoc. For 2 hours, the chimp wandered a residential neighborhood while all of Japan watched the drama on live TV. He climbed power lines and bared his teeth. That's no yawn. Experts say it's a sign of aggression. The end came when a tranquilizer dart hit him in the back.
If that chimpanzee had gone in that bucket, because you saw those teeth, and you put it in freeze frame, you'll see those teeth like this. And that chimpanzee would have taken that guy into 15 pieces.
ChaCha pulled the dart out, but as the tranquilizer took effect, he didn't give up. Remind you of anything? Unlike King Kong's death fall, ChaCha lived. This crazy sight is from 2018. It's a Florida monkey walking through Home Depot. Her name is Spanky, and her owner Tina Ballard had a history of taking her everywhere. But on the trip to Home Depot, Spanky was apparently upset about being left in the SUV. Somehow she escaped and ended up biting a cashier 4 times and scratching her face. In September of 2022, this chimp escaped the zoo and used his moments of freedom to wander around in Mingo. It happened in Ukraine, where people have enough to worry about. He made his way out of the zoo and took a stroll in a nearby park. It wasn't long before one of the chimp's handlers found him. He was happy to see her, but not enough to come home. Then it started to rain. The handler offered the chimp her raincoat, which he accepted. They then made their way back to the zoo. There was a whole lot of monkey business in Florida in 2015 when one named Zeke broke out of his cage and ran amok in a residential neighborhood. Police were notified that they saw him sitting on top of a mailbox eating mail. He also pulled off part of a police cruiser and ran from officers. The officers were able to lure him out of harm's way with the water bottle he played with until his owner arrived. In January of 2022, a truck transporting 100 monkeys to a CDC Research Lab crashed.
Police in rural Pennsylvania are asking residents to look out for monkeys on the loose.
The impending disaster we all worried about this weekend has been resolved because all monkeys have been accounted for after a truck with 100 monkeys crashed.
But Michelle Fallon didn't think it was funny. She came across the scene and did what she could to help out. Afterward, she regretted it.
I get my face and I put it right up to the crate because it had like chicken coop wire going around it. And at that point, this monkey pops up and just hisses at me.
She got a case of conjunctivitis, commonly known as pink eye. Some compared what happened to the 1995 Dustin Hoffman movie, Outbreak.
One of them has got it, then 10 of them have got it.
In 2021, monkeys took over a neighborhood in Venezuela. The primates reportedly escaped from a nearby zoological park. The park was closed thanks to COVID. They made themselves right at home amongst their distant human relatives. But not everybody was a fan of the monkey business. This one stole a broom. Another reportedly bit a woman. Thankfully, it didn't get worse. Like this.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn 38!
No! For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.